Who's the daddy?
Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So in this video I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can defeat Tachibana from the game Nioh. So this guy is also known as the Warrior of the West, and you will come across this optional jewel in the first region of the game. This enemy is relatively tough, but you know, there is a few things that you will actually get awarded for beating him numerous times, so it's definitely worth doing that. The first thing to notice is that he has weakness to water, so using a weapon that has a water special effect on it is going to do increased damage, but don't forget you can also use water talismans and amulets as well to increase that damage. So with those little bits aside, let's move on and let me show you how I defeated this particular enemy. So once you're in the battle arena here, the first thing you'll want to do is run straight to the left, because on the left hand side of this area is a rock. You really do want to get yourself between a rock and a hard place here, because we're going to use this rock as a form of defense. This particular enemy winds up into some very powerful attacks which are very hard to defend against, but obviously once he's finished that move there, as you could see there, I used that moment of him recovering to actually strike using the high stance and the triangle burn, which actually does a stronger attack. Doing this really did help, and you know, winding up for these moves, if he hits you with those, they are quite devastating blows. So at the moment we're baiting him to actually deplete his ki meter, which is his stamina meter. Once that's depleted, we can then go in and do that more powerful attack like we just did then. It is just a matter of being patient really, and timing things right. Using this rock as a form of defense really did make a massive difference for me when I was fighting this particular enemy. I actually found this boss more difficult than some of the actual main boss battles, and like I said, I know this is an optional battle, but you will get rewarded with some half decent stuff. You will actually get the Warrior of the West armor, and also the ability to be able to actually craft that yourself in the blacksmith as well, once you've defeated him numerous times. Now watch out for his lightning attacks that he's doing here, again using the rock there to be able to cover yourself from those. Notice how he hit me just then with his sword, and look how much damage that did to me. Massive amounts of damage. He will actually catch you off guard sometimes with moves that he does, so again, really being aware of what's going on is really helpful with this particular boss. I'm also using ninja stars, which you can actually use once his ki meter is depleted as well, as a form of being able to actually get him into this state where he is depleted and out of breath. It gives you that moment there to be able to do that additional damage. Obviously there's other things that we can use as well, using things like the sacred water to be able to recover your ki meter quicker is also helpful. And I know you've got things like the yokai water pots as well, which will also help deplete his kai, but I did find using that around this area, because I was running through the same area as him, did actually have that similar effect on me as well. Once he's winding up his shots as well, when he actually spins his sword around, you can actually shoot him with the bow or the musket then as well, which sometimes will cause him to fall to the floor, but sometimes you've got to be relatively quick and accurate to be able to pull that off. What I've also got running at the moment as well is I've got my guardian spirit as the water element, which is like the dragon, which again I'm saving up and going to use that to finish the boss off in a moment. He nearly had me here at this moment. This is where I decided to use my guardian move here and just finish him off. So hopefully there's a few tips in this video guys to be able to help you defeat this guy. Obviously you can come up with new strategies and new ways to defeat him, but this is just one way that I found that helped me, and hopefully it's helped you. And if that's the case, please like the video. Also please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to help it grow, and also please follow me on Twitter at CringyDad for all those gaming updates. Thanks for watching.
Who's the daddy?